Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna go over propagation. I had a few people come and want me to explain more about what propagation is. So I'm gonna give you the simpler version. Propagation is where you would take a plant and you would cut where it would grow roots to make another plant. And I'm gonna do a little quick demonstration on that tonight before getting into the next topic. Well, the first topic is definitely gonna be propagation. I think it's a really cool way to watch things grow, and also you make, another plant from the mother plant. So what I have here is a piece of pothos that I cut from one of the other plants. And I'm gonna show you where to cut and to make sure you get roots and you can grow another plant. So let's get into it. I'll make it so where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, all right, so what I have here, I have cuttings from a Satin Pothos plant that I got the other day. It's so pretty. It's like a velvety feel, and it's called a Satin Pothos. And what they did was they cut in between the node. If you notice here, little brown dots, I call them nubs. But right here is a node, and this is where the roots are going to grow, where it's going to grow roots so you can plant it. Right now we can't plant because there are no roots. So usually what I do is I put them in water, and I like these little yogurt jars because they're so fun to put little pieces of plants in them. So yeah, that's what those are, and they're like super pretty. So I'm gonna demonstrate on my golden pothos here. And I love pothos because they're so easy to propagate. Like, you can chop up 100 pieces and get a whole new plant. You just have to make sure you cut, right here under the node. See those nubs are already growing? They were smaller. Let's see if you can see that, those little nubs. All right, so I have my scissors, and I made sure I cleaned them really good with some alcohol. Because, if you saw my previous video, we like to keep our scissors clean so we don't get them infected with anything or, germs. So here we go. I'm gonna cut right here. And there we go. All right, so these are definitely gonna grow some roots. Also, I wanna show you some other pieces that I cut that are now growing roots. So hang on a second. So here I have an Arrowhead Plant, aka the scientific name is Syngonium. And this one's one of my very first plants that I bought. And I decided to cut a piece off to see if it will grow. And look, like 2 weeks later, I got roots. So this is gonna be a whole nother plant. How cool is that? So yeah, this propagation, so cool. Free plants. And you're not harming the plant when you're cutting it. As long as you're cutting it where the nodes are, well, you know there's gonna be roots. So this will be ready for soil. I'll probably give it another 2 weeks at the least. But yeah, that's the syngonium. I also have another piece of pothos that's growing some. I have these little glasses all over the house full of plants. But this one here is growing. See, there's another node. Let me see if you can see it. Yep. There's a node. There's actually about 3 nodes there. And there's a node down here. It's gonna grow a little root. You see it? So yeah. I'm gonna have these all over. This is golden pothos. This is a satin pothos. And also the pieces that came out of my other plant that I repotted the other day, the neon pothos, those actually had roots. So those actually had roots already, so I didn't need to put those in water, but I put those in a pot, a little mini pot. So hopefully they grow nice and full. So yeah, that was from the other day. I'm excited, I have a whole new plant now. So yeah, that is propagation in a few minutes. I didn't want to take too much of your time or be babbling on about plants, but you know, a little educational on how to make free plants. So if you have any more questions about propagation or anything in general, feel free to comment below, like, share, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. You have a great night.